Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rutgers offense will get the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Shows him the stiff arm. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense starts deep in a hole. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on. For the first down, and he slides in safely. The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Now on the option. Now the toss. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Just feeds the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Third down, Bledsoe play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
With the catch, it's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some space. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a 1st down at the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the quarterback takes a knee. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The Buckeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Makes the catch. It's high. At the 45 on its way. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line.
There he goes!
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous. Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And they'll take a knee. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Postseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Found a seam on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. They'll try to get outside. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Got room to work. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It sucks. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rush is on him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Mills. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Pulls it in. It's Allen.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding.
Slipped out. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks. 1st down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him into 46.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mills. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
On first down from their own 22.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
You know, I love offensive.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
That keeps the score. Ohio State 48, Rutgers 3.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely dominate.